All right, so just kind of some background. I'm from Wellington, Kansas. I teach second grade. We use FastBridge kind of as our data platform. We take 3 assessments in the fall, winter, and spring, and we test our math and reading, and then we use that to make our MTSS groups, and then we progress monitor them every week or every 2 weeks, depending on which tier they're in, and that's kind of how we make those groups and kind of assess our data. We don't really do much beyond that right now, so I mean that's definitely something we're kind of building on. But other than that, we are going towards standard-based report cards next year, so hopefully that will help us in our data decision making. And kind of just I guess the essential question on how I'm going to apply data and data analysis is I just want to kind of form a plan or something to use this data and to drive my instruction instead of just kind of looking at it 3 times a year. And so that's really my ultimate goal and kind of where I want to be. And that's about all my background. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I do. So when you said you're switching to the standard-based report cards, how does that differ from what you're currently doing?
We were just using the A, B, C, D, F kind of report card, and so just for all of math, they would get 1 grade level. And now with the standard-based report cards, we're just going to, if they meet the standard, if they exceed the standard, if they're still progressing with the standard, and so we're going to make sure we hit every standard. Because we got new reading, well, we're going to get new reading curriculum next year, and we've noticed that the reading curriculum that we were using, we're not hitting all our standards.
Okay.
So is it like a numbers-based thing then?
Yeah, we're going to use letters, but it's similar to the number-based one. Okay. Any more questions before we move on to the next part? Okay. So I guess my question is for you guys. Do you have any ways when we meet to kind of look over data, we kind of just talk about it and we don't really dig into it too deep. So do you have any ways that you guys dig into data or any data warehouses or how you collect it all so you guys can interpret it and kind of read it better?
Let me see. I know I switched schools. I'm at a different school now than I was this last year. I'm getting ready to start. I know that we're heavily MTSS school, and they had data teams meet once or twice a month to integrate the data to get people moved into different tiers. I think that just finding ways to meet or finding times to meet with your grade level teachers or teachers above or below to be able to see how everybody's figuring out the data so you guys are all on the same page. I think maybe approaching your administration as well, saying, hey, we need time. We're changing what we're doing, so we're going to need time to be able to use this data the way it's supposed to be used.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way as Tom. I told you I was in Nebraska a couple years ago, and so what we did once a month, we actually had early school release where the building leaders allowed us to actually collaborate in departments, and then they would give us a form that a checklist that we kind of like that. If you guys have done the module 17, kind of give a little protocol kind of deal, just kind of keep you on track, and so then we just kind of had some meaningful discussions with that. But I mean, with that, I mean, I would, like Tom said, I just go to your administration and say, hey, we need some time.
Awesome. And kind of a follow-up question that I just kind of thought of was, do you guys all kind of discuss the data, or do you have, I know you talked about different teams, is it just certain people that kind of analyze the data, or is it like everyone in your staff?
Well, for what we did, it was just in our department. And so obviously being teacher that didn't have any kind of state assessments or any required assessments, we just kind of took our own, a lot of Google Forms was what we used, and then we just kind of collaborated amongst our three. But we did have some staff meetings where we did meet together as a whole and did actually discuss some data as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Logan. But I'm somewhat familiar with the middle school teachers last year. They would meet, all the core teachers would meet, and they would meet with the high school teachers that, the ELA teachers would all meet and go over the data 6 through 12, and then also the math teachers 6 through 12 would meet to go over the data.
Okay, perfect. So then my next steps would be I'll definitely meet with my principal and talk about kind of setting up time to review this data since it's something new. And then definitely making teams and kind of just analyzing that data, setting up the time, maybe using Google Forms or another platform to kind of organize it to make it look all in one spot, make it look nice so we know what we're looking at, and kind of go from there. And hopefully that will help us with our standard-based report cards and our FastBridge testing as well, and our MTSS groups. Well, I think that is about everything. Does anyone have anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Nope, we're good.
Okay, well, thank you for your help, everyone.